Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we have another match of the Ocarina of Time Standard Tournament Season 6. Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Tournament 6. This is loser bracket round 5 between Rafa and Cola. Trackers today are Ashling and X and Milkwe, and commentators for today are Chuckles and Hackmania. Say hello.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. Hey, how's it going, Chuckles?
Yo, happy to be here, Hag. Looking forward to a really good match today between Rafa and Cola.
Yeah, two troopers through the losers bracket here, both dropping down into losers 2. Only Sponge has been in the lower bracket longer than Rafa and Cola. So we got the 9 seed and the 33 seed here. We've seen some great races out of these guys. I'm expecting another one today.
Yeah, I mean, Rafa's been one of these runners, French runner, who's definitely been grinding through the gears in the last few years. Started in League Season 1 in Division 8, went up to Division 6, beaten some really big names in their recent times. In the Francophone tournament, beat E-Cola in a Triforce hunt. In this tournament, they've beaten Riley and Dockheap, so some big scalps there. And Cola's just Cola. You know, Cola's been around since Season 3, won the Challenge Cup in Season 4. You know, the proper aggressive style of Cola is unanimous, whatever word I'm looking for. Very well known in the community. So yeah, this is going to be a great battle between probably quite a safe runner, I'd say, in Rafa, in the uber aggressive style of Cola.
Yeah, Cola is just rupees to the wall here. He does not give one. Yeah, he races the way that Cola wants to race. Super aggressive pushes. It's always fun to watch. Can always trip you up, but somehow Cola finds a way to make it work.
Yeah, the original skipper of small chests when CSMC came in 2021 for SGL. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting comparing the race styles today and the routes that they both are going to take.
Just very briefly, we did see some stats pop up that Cola and Rafa have raced a few times against each other, and Cola has come out on top more often than not. But I think just given the state of this tournament and where we are in losers here, this is an elimination match. So, I think these are two pretty evenly matched runners. I would say Cola is the favored racer here, but I think we've seen that any race can go any way.
Yeah, especially in this tournament, we've seen such dynamic lower seed wins. I mean, Cola, if the seed falls into Cola's lap, you know, he can win a qualify. He can win a 100-person race. So yeah, we've got adult Prelude light medallion start. So Rafa, being the VC player, is going to be loving having Prelude early on, so won't need to save quit as much as adult to get back to the Temple of Time.
All right, for an adult start, well, we're about to see here.
We're gonna get a med check.
Blindingly fast, but both runners heading out of Temple Time.
PGS is dead. 50 is dead.
3 deads and Graveyard to Volvagia.
And Graveyard Volvagia, yeah. So, I mean, we're heading to the graveyard, so we're going there. To Volvagia, you're probably thinking about getting quite a good, juicy item from there. Maybe a strength, maybe a bomb bag, could be a hammer. So we could find quite a nice little item there. Could be the hover boot, something interesting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to see both runners choosing to start adult, not going child. I think this is a debatable topic here when you have that adult start, whether you go child or not. But you go out of Temple of Time and you see that Graveyard's on the path to Volvagia. Well, of course you're going to continue on and try and find, kind of spike an early item.
Yeah, this is the very much now accepted S6 route. There was some deviation going River before Cac early on. We may see a runner go to River after Kakariko, but very, very minimal child going with the adult starts, which is disappointing. I mean, having adult Temple of Time vanilla spawns, it gives you the option to do both, and it is a bit of a shame that we just see this, standard route, which is just powerful.
Not skipping that small chest. Hoping to grab some bomb chews there for Cola. You'll see both runners opening small chests.
Well, except for Rafa.
Well, there you go.
What? Are we watching the wrong streams or something? We saw Cola get the small chest and Rafa not. What is going on? My mind is blown already.
We've crossed the streams, and there's a free shield, so that's nice. Save
Cola getting the quick jump here, but unfortunately somehow fell off of the ledge, which is I would be furious at.
Hey, what song's here in the windmill? That'll be Song of Storms, okay.
Helpful for child to have that early. Might see an early dip into the well. No ZL, no explosives yet, so it would be juicy. Yeah, a 1-11 payout on Rafa is like, you've got to take those odds up. I would say this is pretty close to, close to even in the chances between these two runners. So those kind of odds, I'd be throwing my money on there.
Yeah, I think it's about a 6 out of 10 to Cola. Just a shade over that 50-50 mark. But yeah, I think 1-11, pretty good odds. Ooh, big chest here. Ooh, a bow. Okay.
Remember,
Pretty
graveyard
standard.
have to Delvagia, so bow, could be a potential for the key logic to climb up to be able to not get bow locked there, so that could be resolved already.
Having a path like that and the item be a bow, I wonder how that influences your decisions about sort of diving into Fire Temple a bit early. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that impacts your decision making at all.
Currently, probably less so. We don't have access to there
yeah.
at the moment. So the only thing that bow will do is that you'll probably see both runners go back into CAC to do the shooting gallery. And that might lead both the runners to head to River, because you're already, you're not halfway there, but to use it metaphorically, you're basically 1 foot in the door to get into River. So if you're going to walk that far, go through the loading screen to get back into CAC, may as well go in there.
Yeah, we got a hype train going in the Dampe race. So this race is hype indeed. It is elimination action here at Season 6 OoTR Standard Tournament. Oh, big chest here on the Dampe race. Ooh, that's a hook shot. Okay, we're playing.
So we're 2/3 to Forest. So looking forward to that. It is Stone Forest, by the way. To go through the medallions, it's green med Shadow, red med Fire, blue med Dodongo, purple med Jabu, purple med Deku, and orange med Jabu.
Are we even reasonably certain of the randomization of these items?
Yeah, that's a vanilla hookshot, isn't it?
And storms.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, we're just playing. Yeah, imagine this is just vanilla.
Well, everyone says that. But what if? But what if?
What if? Yo, Rafa is just skipping the mini game. Like, this is outrageously aggressive from Rafa. I don't know what he's taken for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner, but he is going bonkers today. This is not the Rafa that I know.
Gonna miss out on a check as child there if he doesn't find another slingshot, though.
I think we could call that French vanilla for, or kind of vanilla. Normally it's a bow upgrade you get there, but we'll take a slingshot upgrade.
Sort of 7 years vanilla.
Yeah.
Ugh, trying to get this peek. I've seen other runners do this from the side of the wall.
Yeah, it's much easier just doing it from the side. You actually, I think Rafa's decided that it's small. You actually don't even need to roll if you do it from there. You can actually put your head in the right position and just see it, and you look through it.
Uh-huh. All right, so yeah, with storms and a bow and a hookshot in hand, we can go. Ooh, Cat to King Dodongo. All right, well that's an interesting Kent for sure.
Yeah, we
Wait,
picked up
we
storms.
picked a
That's
song.
kind of the only thing that we've picked up there at the moment. So keep that Song of Storms and Well and all the storms checks in mind. We've already seen one of the storms checks, and that was dead. Oh, and the slingshot, of course, from Kinra, yeah. So it could just be that there's a bomb bag on 20. Or, well, there's explosives in one of the small chests. So, shockingly, it is Cola who picks up the bomb shoes from a small chest, and Rafa does not.
Wow, and another bow there on Lengthagoron. It'll be interesting to keep a note of the other ways that we can stop Lengthagoron there.
Yeah, currently with the layout that we've got in our items, it's a bowlock bow.
Right.
But of course, there are strength ways to get that. There are bomb ways to logically get that.
I did not see any large chests, any big chest on that peak. You know, I wonder if Rafa is making that call of, Kula skips all these items. I feel like I need to as well.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting dynamic that, like we said, Cola is well known for being aggressive and specifically skipping these small chests, but maybe Cola's thinking, I might have a slight execution advantage against Rafa, and maybe I'm going to take the time just to be a little bit safer. It is the loser's bracket. No way that I'm seeing what's on that volcano.
I thought it was stick-ish, or stick-adjacent, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that seems viable. Imagine if it's the third bow.
Oh my. That is just Sun Song there in the crater.
Not the most thrilling of songs, but remember, Graveyard is Way of the Hero.
Right, I wonder. Do you go back down now? I don't know about that. No.
You know what? I think that's a bomb bag.
Could be.
I think it's a bomb bag.
Oh, on the crater.
Yeah.
Or on the volcano. Oh, that's spicy indeed.
But I'm currently looking at 4 pixels at 360 pp, so... Rafa taking the bow, deciding to get the SFM song, which I think is quite a safe little play. Cola's got the choose, so he can do this check up here. That was a Gorilla Valley Hammer Rocks is dead.
Yeah, just a recovery heart there. Oh. Rafa lining up this little glitcher jump here for SFM. Here we go. A couple more hints. Burning Cack is Epona's song, and... Ooh, the mirror shield on 30 gold skulls. Okay, well...
Yeah, Spirit's a stone as well, so... we'll keep that in our back pockets for a little bit.
It's
Jamming is path to Baronade?
Okay.
Yes, what a hint.
That's a pretty good hint right there.
Let's go. Chickens is dead as well. So that's going to be the boomerang chest. It's got to be something that leads to the boomerang. It could be vanilla boomerang. It could just be vanilla boomerang. Oh, Rafa, you have storms. Do the storms check, mate.
Oh, that's a great point. Imagine if it's not. That'd be crazy. You get to go in and the double dip of Jabu. Oof.
Yeah, imagine if it's a strength or something like that. It's something dodgy.
Oh, it's your strength too.
Logical
points towards
magic.
that mirror shield, yeah. Anyway.
We can catastrophize for a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah, Rafa completely skipping the unless he already did it, but I don't think he did do the Kiri Storms Grotto.
Big chest here in DC.
How are using these chews here, which is, Dodongo is medallion. Bottle isn't going to be much help.
And yeah, into the river. So we'll see what we learn, and if there are any items here to take advantage of. The hints, a big part of the strength of the Zora River play. Although, like you mentioned, it's kind of gone up and down in favor of the meta here. A bit on the lower side. Don't see it as frequently as we used to.
Yeah,
a bit of an
absolutely.
evolution, in this tournament.
Yo, I earned a conductor badge. Let's go. Oh, I need to show it.
All aboard the Chuckles train. That's a repeat of chickens there.
Yeah, Cola's collecting these schools unknowingly at the moment that 30 is the mirror shield.
1,500 is nothing.
Oh, Rafa's not even going all the way up to the top. This is... Yeah, I don't like this from Rafa, because you get this far by playing in a certain style, and Rafa's style is safe. I think changing your style in a really big race like this is... you're here for a reason by doing something. Why change what you're doing?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, casual vanilla bomb bag.
What does that imply then about CAC?
That's a very, very good point. So we found storms. Remember, this is out of logic at the moment because we don't have a strength, we don't have the hammer. So it doesn't tell us too much other than storms may have a strength or a hammer for us, or something that leads towards that.
Hey, let's go back to your point for just a second, because I actually think Cola is in... When you play aggressive, and you're known for playing aggressive, you're in the advantage. You kind of dictate the way that others play with you, and then it's a very small change for Cola to check small chests. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal for Cola to check a couple extra checks that they normally wouldn't. But on Rafa's case, when they play conservatively, you're at a bit of a disadvantage when you want to change it up.
Yeah, and that's a very good point, and it's also the amount that they've changed their styles. So, like you said, Cola is just like checking small chests, right? And actually, Cola has been doing that more recently as well. So maybe this isn't even that significant of a change.
Sure.
But for Rafa, the change is so much to one side of the scale. And I love Sponge using poker analogies. I think random and poker go very well hand in hand. Let's check this chest first.
Oh, of course.
It's just another slingshot. Unfortunately, the way of the hero graveyard couldn't give us anything else. But yeah, when you play very differently, you get kind of outside of your comfort zone. You start forgetting checks potentially. You start making routing issues. And like Rafa just ran straight past a Storm's Grotto. Maybe thinking about what he's going to do in the future because he's not so used to it. And so he's not thinking about what is happening now. I should highlight, I'm good friends with Rafa, so any beef that I give him is in love. But
I think your comments have been fair thus far. definitely not a place for us to outright criticize, but we can certainly give our takes here without fear of too much blowback. But yeah, I think it's good analysis from you there, Chuckles. I think we want Rafa to sort of not veer off their path so far that they just kind of give it away, you know.
Yeah, hopefully what Rafa is missing isn't going to be too significant. Hopefully there might just be, well, we know that bomb bag in DC is very likely the only available bomb bag. It's just whether we find other out of logic bomb bags or not. That might help Rafa. Greg.
Yeah, adult start. You're a little bit song poor here at the beginning unless you get that warp chain. So we're gonna need to head out to Lon and into Lost Woods here and go grab some more songs here as Child. We see Rafa picking up Night Market here. That'll be Richard. While Cola gonna go grab their extra slingshot.
Yeah, it's getting kind of scary in what might be on AD or all dungeons, so when you need to collect all 3 of the stones, because we're missing Nocturne, we're missing Requiem, we're missing ZL, we're missing Horse. Like we're missing a lot of these songs which lead to all dungeon seeds.
Yeah, we do know Epona's is on the Nocturne song check, so we know that it's at Burning Cack. But yeah, I mean, definitely Nocturne could just be on OT. Interestingly enough, though, Shadow is the Forest Medallion, so it locks 2 songs behind it, one of those being Epona's. Yeah,
that would be crazy if Nocturne is on all dungeons and that Shadow is locking 2 more songs. We could be hiking in the sea today.
Ugh. Yeah, so the potential for some real garbage song layouts here, but we're here for it. This is what we've signed up for. I know this is what the chat wants to see, so let's bring it on here. Whatever the seed might generate for us, as Rafa goes to check Talon's chickens.
We play Ocarina of Time Randomizer to feel pain. We're all a little bit dark inside by watching and playing this game.
It's like me when I just keep eating spicier and spicier foods. It's that adrenaline rush that hits.
Yeah. Some people just love pain.
Ooh, lights in Lon. All right.
Touching Talon's cocks actually helped us out today, so that's nice.
Melon, what do you have to teach us here?
Oh, another garbage song! Yay! We are really running out of songs that could make all dungeons not even, just like get rid of it. Like almost every song is going to be a song that's going to be important.
It's interesting when you get this sort of song start, my mind starts to drift towards Ice Cavern, and if we find that early Ruda's letter, might be a play to prioritize.
Yeah. Also, one thing to keep in mind as well would be there's a wallet here, and this near Market Grotto has a big chest with the right hand being the boss key. Okay, just some cloves. Right hand, closest right hand was boss key. So that is the Silver Gauntlet chest, that's the child climb.
Yeah, Rafa really feeling the pain of missing out on those chews on the DMT Storms check, I believe. is where it was.
Yeah, and it's going to feel a little bit bad going through Lost Woods because there's quite a few explodable grotto areas there. That's just like, Cola's going to be able to do them all in one go. And if Cola chains together the use of the bomb bag to pick up other items, you know, for example, picks up a strength, picks up a hammer or something like that, that can really help his adult section moving forward, then it just puts Rafa another step behind.
Seems unlikely to me that ZL could be on OT, but I was looking at this. I mean, I guess it's possible with the key layout. It just seems very unlikely.
I mean, with Water and Spirit, if it was just one of them, you'd probably say, okay, right, there's a chance, but no small keys being in the 4 ZL lock checks in Spirit, and the BK being in one of the first 2 checks in Water is just very, very unlikely.
But then again, when you find ZL, that becomes even more likely that you can complete those dungeons. So it's sort of a bit of a paradox there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 in that. If you do get ZL, it just makes it more likely that it's going to be needed. Forest is a stone, so if the OOT song is Minuet or Saria's, it would make the other way the hero.
Good point. Very good point.
So we could find nonsense PG, path to PG hint just for the song, if that was the case.
It wouldn't be the path to PG, but anyway. All right, so I don't think Rafa checked that Storm's Grotto either time. Maybe I missed it when he was child here in KF.
Yeah, I don't know. It's suspicious, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen Rafa do it. Hopefully he just hasn't forgotten that he has storms. He has marks it on his tracker. He did check a Storm's Grotto in DMT, so... Yeah, interesting that Cola's now got 5 hearts and has explosives, so we're probably seeing the end of Cola picking up small chests.
Ooh, there's magic on the Ocarina game. Okay.
Yeah, no other magic spells to use at the moment, but one of those items that we do need. And Cola is going Valley Lake, so is really taking the opportunity to explore a lot of Child.
I think Cola has expressed that they value field pretty highly.
I didn't see what was in there. It might have just been an arrow, I think, in that Tektite Grotto.
I don't think it was a major item.
Yeah, it was nothing obvious.
Oh, was it the last bow? Okay, that's why I didn't identify it, because it was shaped like a quiver. I see. My bad, my bad. Alright, regrouping here as we see Cola heading off towards the valley.
This is a bit of a point on that, what we saw on the volcano. The French restream note tracker has put down that... oh no, sorry. They haven't noted down that there was a bomb bag there, so that might just be my imagination.
Okay, Requiem. Child SFM. And Rafa says, thank you very much. I'll go grab another song real fast.
At last, we've got a decent song.
So no hiking across the wasteland today. Ooh, Rafa gonna change his mind. Thinking where they might be going.
Looks like they're going to pick up a skull. Oh dear, look what's in Valley.
Oh. Ooh, everything turning up Cola here in the beginning of this race.
Yeah, that is Ruto's letter, and we know Baronade is path to
Baronade.
Jabu.
Well, Jabu,
Yeah, Jabu. Sorry, Jabu is path to Baronade. So, yeah.
Early Rutos is really good here. Like we were talking about, not just the path, but also a potential for another song there in Ice Cavern after you clear out Baronade. Graveyard path to Bongo.
Yeah. Okay, that's really interesting.
I believe that would be for. Oh, well, that is interesting though because of. Yeah, we have 2 items there. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, we found a hook, which could be path 4, could be the bow. You never know. There's ZL.
Okay.
It could be that Nocturne is just sitting in the grave.
Oh, and there is OT is Minuet. All right, so it is not AD for our runners today.
Yeah, and if Nocturne is just sitting in the graveyard, that's pretty much all the songs. And like we've gone from potentially a bad song being on OOT to actually we've got all of the songs that we need in about 3 minutes. So Arch was dead, I think. I think it was a red rupee.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, all of the songs hidden, snookered away behind that Requiem, the knowledge, and the other songs. There was ZL being out at the Colossus. So I like Rafa's play here of going back out as Child over to the Composer's Grave. You can light the torches that way, out of logic. So I like this play from Rafa a lot.
Yeah, and Rafa might decide to do chickens, might not, might turn it to night and do Dampe as well.
Ooh, not playing Sun Song here. So I guess, yeah, I believe the chickens hints.
Oh, of course, chickens is dead. Yeah, chickens is dead. Yeah.
I believe realizing, yes, I should set this tonight. And grab Dampe. Alright, yeah, it's good to recognize when you've kind of made a goof there and immediately correct it. So the best time to change something is when you notice it, and that'll minimize any sort of time given back. So good on Rafa there. Gonna go get Dampe as well in the graveyard.
Yeah, we never know. We might find something fun on Dampe with a bit in double way of the hero. Might find a hammer, might find Din's fire, anything like that.
Hammer would be really fortunate for Rafa.
Hammer would be really, really fortunate for Hammer. For Rafa. Spoonerism.
I love me a good spoonerism. Alright, so Cola in south of grabs eye drops. We know that Bigoron is dead. So that trade item is of no use for us here.
Yeah, can't even frog warp, so.
Whew, the hits keep coming though. Another big chest. That's SFM to Queen Goma.
Yeah, that's going to be the that could be Requiem, I'm assuming. Oh, SFM to Goma. Sorry. Yeah, we got Requiem. We got
could be Kiri Sword hiding out there. Yeah, in spirit.
And then, of course, we got the SFM Grosso, which we have not checked yet.
That's right. Cola will be able to check it.
Yeah, Requiem is the logical access to ZL at the moment, so...
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's just a hint to ZL, of course.
Big mindfuck. We'll have to keep in mind how and when we obtain access to the desert via other means, but... Yeah, that could be one of those hints that's just like, all right, I'll check spirit, like child spirit, and then after that, I might just ignore that hint. Cola didn't go to SFM as adult, so Cola does not know that it's 30 schools for Mirror Shield because that's in SFM. In Sacred Forest Meadow. ZL can't be path in these settings together comic. But something can lead towards it being path, so it can't be directly hinted, but something can be hinted that gets you ZL.
It's something you see a lot with path hints, or I guess even Wath hints, but with hints in general, that sort of indirect hinting, indirectly leading to ZL, indirectly leading to Bombag. And there it is, Nocturne on the Composer's Grave.
Yeah, okay, so that fulfills that path of Graveyard to Bongo for that Nocturne, which we pretty much deduced.
So still Bow or Hookshot there as the potential paths to Volvagia. Bow looking... I mean, it's still looking like Bow is going to be the path item. I guess it just depends. Oh, Rafa dropping this flame storage. That's a bummer.
Yeah, when you come out here specifically as child, you're hoping to pick that up, but unfortunately that happens. That door is one of the worst enemies in the game. There's Rafa's first look at Jabu to Baronade. There's a big chest in this Kakiri Storms Grotto.
Oh no.
And it's a strength! Rafa's walked past that twice, and he skipped the strength there.
That would probably be path to the bomb bag. Storms in CAC, leading to strength, leading to vanilla bomb bag. That is no bueno for Rafa.
Whoa. Dear, this is not going well for Rafa.
Yeah, they may not be out there again until they find Kakiri Sword or its a last location, so that is unfortunate indeed.
You never know, there could be another strength in the well.
Yeah, definitely so.
Because that would infer that Storms locks all of the strength ones.
Yeah, indeed, it could just be that you've got bombs in here.
Yeah, or it could just be a bomb bag, yeah. Could just be a bomb bag chilling here.
Not skipping the memory game this time. I do think that Cola is playing a bit more defensively, as an intentional strategy for this race.
Yeah, Cola has before skipped that memory game in races, and you can see the mindset that Cola's got for this race is being secure, and it's definitely paying out in spades today.
Yeah, it definitely could just be have forgotten the KF Storms check. It's not always a song that you're gonna have early in the game. So, and Rafa has, I know Rafa was in a mind-meltingly long RSL bronze medal match yesterday. So could be a little bit of fatigue here. Any number of reasons that Rafa has not checked that KF Storms chest. But if you're just now tuning in, that was the strength, which we know will lead to bomb bag into Dongo's Cavern.
Okay, so the SFM Wolfos Grotto, which is path to Queen Goma, didn't give us anything exciting, so it is that Requiem that is path, which gave us EL, so best of luck for us to deduce in that. If the Kakiri sword is just, child spirit, Cola could be thinking that this is a jet. I know you're still missing a couple of shadow items. You're missing the hammer. But you've got a lot of stuff that you've got that's going to help us beat the seed already. Oh yeah, I said the J word. Oh dear. bad me. But when you collect items so soon and you feel like you're doing quite well, you've got the letter. You know that's path to Baronade in Jabu. That first check. I think the only thing that's troublesome is that you don't really have a progression dungeon just to get down and do. You don't have like a spirit you can just get on with, or you don't have a forest temple that you can get on with.
Yeah, there is one for Cola though. If Rang is hiding out vanilla, they can go. I mean, they're at least gonna go check it right now. You know, they've got letter, and they know that Jabu is on the path to Baronade. So I would be highly surprised if we don't see a dip into Jabu's belly out of this child section.
Yeah, it would make sense. I mean, Cola's actually got a lot of tools. To be able to clear the vast majority of Child. Don't have Sarius, so you can't do the Sarius checks, and he doesn't have ZL at the moment, so he can't do much of Child Goron City, but he's done Child Valley Lake, cleared up Market, done the field checks, done the Child Lost Woods checks. You know, probably may head into the well also.
Maybe the first time we've seen Child spawn here in Market.
Yeah, good point. With Prelude, it's not the most exciting of spawns.
How it goes. Yeah, pointed out there is a big chest in the basement of the well, so just another.
Ooh, wow,
yeah,
really?
It's
just stacking up, isn't it? And this is the thing. Sometimes you can you find big items early, and if you don't chain it together, it doesn't really matter because the other runner's just going to find it and you'll be in similar positions. But when you start chaining stuff together, it just, you know, puts the other runner in a world of hurt.
Yeah, sort of exponentially grows your lead. Bombchu Bowling is Bupkis. Sorry for bringing a word from the 19th century there. Requiem from Cola, gonna grab ZL. Now we might see Jabu after this.
Okay, we got a key in Child Spirit. Rafa is coming to get this second one. Oh, is he just coming to pick up the Sculpture? ZL for Cola.
That finicky skull token pick up there for Rafa. Got 9, so can turn in 10 here very soon.
Mm-hmm. Delphinus, yeah, this is the same Rafa from the 6-hour Random Settings League match yesterday.
I've seen that with a few of our runners in the standard settings. They've picked up RSL, you know, done that for a couple years as well, and it's really seemed to improve their standard game.
Yeah, both of these runners are RSL runners. Colo previously has, well, I think he's been in all of the Random Settings League. He's done pretty well in that. But yeah, Rafa did extremely well this time round.
And that is skull number 10 for Rafa. Okay, yep, so just doing the climb there to grab that skull and do a couple other little checks. I like that from Rafa. I'm going to go turn in 10 skulls here. I think they're really counting on this being a strength, and they're going to be pretty disappointed when it's not. or bomb bag, you know.
Yeah, Cola's just got stuff to do now. You know, he's going to be able to climb this river, do all of these river checks, do the domain checks, head into Jabu. You know, you hope that the boomerang's going to be there, but you know what? I actually would want it to be something like Din's Fire, because then you know that the boomerang's in Shadow, at least, most probably. If you just get the Rang, okay, you can do Jabu all in one go. But if it's another item for another dungeon, then that's also just as helpful.
Alas, nothing helpful for Rafa there on 10 Skulls. As Cola is going to be able to finish up the river there, playing Song of Storms. Oh, actually, I say that. Do we have a Frogs 2 hint? We don't yet. Okay. Keep that one in your back pocket.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good on hints, really. Like Skull Mask, Frogs 2 we haven't got. We're missing 2 sometimes hints. We've got all of our path hints. And we've got all of our foolish hints as well, remember.
Yes,
We've
right.
received 0 foolish hints, and that's all of the foolish hints we're getting. Rafa's back walking towards GTG, it looks like. Really struggling with stuff. This is completely out of logic.
Yeah, reversing here, just hoping for anything.
This is very, very out of logic as well, because Horse is on Burning Cack, and that's Shadow, Fire, and Dongo's completion. And, okay, you could find the other hook to get the long shot, which would do the access for you, but you might not find the other hook. It might be in Ganon's or something like that. Oh, going for choose. Oh, well played, chat.
Yeah.
Well played.
Gonna buy the choose here. They've seen enough. They need their explosives.
Mm-hmm.
And with Nocturne, well, no, they have Bolero. So with Bolero, they can get around to DC and grab their bomb bag a little bit quicker as well. Yeah, the real issue is going to be that strength, I think, in KF. The letter also going to be hidden away for a while, but that KF Storms Grotto could just be lost to the annals of Rafa's mind there.
Looking at the I was going to say the dungeons. Looking at the dungeon layout, we only need 1 strength to beat the game today, potentially.
Yeah.
So as long as Rafa finds another strength, you know, we could be in this really weird world where Rafa finds another strength and actually is just like not doing a lot of the cleary stuff that Cola is doing somehow. But of course Rafa is also missing the letter from Valley currently.
Yeah, just a bit of a rough start here for Rafa. They're going to need a little bit of a lucky break here, I think. But you know, if they put their head down and get to the grind here, they can keep it close for a bit. But they're gonna need to find that bomb bag awful soon. Head up to DC, get your bomb bag, and go for the rest of the seed. Cola finishing at the diving game. Down with Zora's Domain here after grabbing a fish. They do have ZL, obviously, so we can check the fountain, fairy fountain.
Yeah, I wonder. Rafa's got these 10 chews now from the chew salesman. Of course, these are not logical for people watching who may be new. These explosives are not the piece of the puzzle the game expects you to get to beat the seed, but he's gonna probably roll into DC and walk into that vanilla bomb bag. So it's in the what is normally the bomb bag chest in the normal game.
I do appreciate clearing out the Redead Grotto, because you got to think, you know, you're 45 minutes in, and if you're racing this, and you're like, well, I now have explosives. If Cola found them early and Redead Grotto has something, I'm really behind. So I do like kind of spending them in these kind of easy to access early checks.
Yeah, a couple of things from Rafa's side. One, he's playing on VC, so is less likely to scum chews. And another reason why he'd be less likely to scum them as well is because you do have open access to chews. It would really hurt if you had to go back to get chews again.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's probably not going to scum these chews or even attempt to scum them in DC. And may actually have the intention of completing the whole of Dodongo's Cavern with these 10 shoes. Yeah, Purple Bomber actually with a very good point. Rafa could get away with this strengthless. Probably not logically so, because depending on the fire key location, the fire boss key location, and where the small keys are in Shadow. But yeah, this could be a strengthless completion from Rafa.
That's a keen observation.
I don't think I've ever done a seed strengthless before.
All right, so now all eyes are going to be on Cola here as they're approaching the only check they can make here in Jabu.
Mm-hmm. Rafa's blowing up the eyeballs in Dodongo's Cavern. Just kind of shows their intention with how they're going to use these chews. They're just going to use them quickly and fast.
Yeah, well, it is important to note that they did save. Rafa did save after opening the mouth there, so I guess they could be planning on scumming it if there is nothing. But
yeah,
you know, it's a med, so
yeah, scumming this section of it potentially, this loop section, and then we'll just walk into King Dodongo and beat it. But let's see what this chest does. Oh my goodness, it's a big chest.
Pause.
It's the Kikiri sword.
Oh baby, well that
what
is
did I
very...
say?
Yeah, that's...
I said finding another item in here is actually better than just finding the boomerang, because now you've got another item to beat another dungeon, and you've got direction to where the boomerang is going to be.
What was Path to Queendoma? I'm sorry. What was that graveyard?
SFM was Path to Goma, so Requiem got a ZL.
Okay.
And so it's very likely that the ZL is our only access into Zora's domain. So that's why VXR is just saying that the scales are probably behind that Kikiri sword.
Alright, well, sigh of relief for Rafa. And then probably immediately backed up by... Ooh, Cola could have had this earlier. Rafa now has a permanent source of explosives there with the bomb bag, at least, so...
Probably a couple of apputants going on from Rafa at the moment, finding that bomb bag.
VXR calling out. Need to get into Shadow. Need the hammer to kill Vivagia, and the hovers to get through Shadow. Yeah, that's it's not a lot of items left, but who knows where they're actually gonna wind up turning up.
Yeah, we'll end up being, you know, hover boots in some location eventually, but because it is Ocarina of Time Randomizer, it always happens.
Of course.
Price and Air, we don't have all dungeons today for the song. It is only the Minuet Forest. I wonder what Rafa does next. Like, he's got the Dodongos done. He doesn't have any other progression that he could clear. I don't know what the best option. Felix letter was in Valley Lake today. And the letter is needed because Jabu's required, and also Jabu was path to Baronade. And we found a Kakiri sword in there.
Yeah, Cola with the definite, I mean, not just an advantage, it's a definite lead right now. But there are a couple of those items that could be just about anywhere here, in that being Dens and Hovers and Hammer. So
yeah, like what are Rafa's options? Rafa could go like dip into fire. See if you're hammer locked. You could go into forest, but you'd have to hike there.
yeah, it's a long hike for Forest.
You could outer logic GTG.
Okay, here's Bolero.
Rafa's kind of options are bad, and terrible.
Yeah, they're maybe the best. Maybe the best outcome here in Fire Temple is that you're locked by Pierre, forcing you to perhaps consider Valley Lake as a child, to go around that roundabout Scarecrow routing. Well, that's that's the boss key in the first check of fire.
Yep, so you're done.
Oh,
the
dear.
fire dips over. There's a big chest here in the basement of Deku. Okay, here's the GTG play that I thought Rafa might do potentially. Ooh, it's the lens of truth.
Oh no, Kula's gonna.
Yay! Great item. So that is treasure chest game. Is it wasteland logic? No, it's not even wasteland logic, isn't it? We have Requiem, so.
Kola, the hero of probability, famed for attempting the 1 in 32 on multiple occasions. Has the lens and magic in hand now, though.
Deku's the purple medallion, but it can't be on Lax for the Baronade item because Jabu is the orange medallion, so it's not on the light arrow cutscene. Yeah, as lens does 1 in 32 anyway.
It's definitely going to take an item not on the formalized path here for Kola, for Rafa to sort of gain back some ground. Which is unfortunate. You know, we're always cheering for a close race. Rafa definitely playing from behind here right now.
Yeah, it's almost like Rafa needs kind of multiple things to go his way. To try and catch up a little bit here. He's going to have to go Valley. He's going to have to find that letter. And then he's going to have to follow Kola through all the progression that he's already done. And then find another gambly item. So yeah, this is concerning. Nothing else was in Deku, it seems. So it is just the lens. And Kola's straight away going towards the chess mini game. So get your guesses in, chat.
It's another vanilla item.
It's another vanilla item. Yes, it is, isn't it? That's outrageous.
Yeah.
So we've had vanilla, magic, hookshot. We didn't get the vanilla rang in the end.
Look at all this participation. I love to see all the guesses in here. Great job, chat. That's a first chest is right. Right. Slams money on the table. I'm out! Ooh, right.
Here we go, team. Right, let's go. Okay.
Oh. 3 rights, 1 left. Three rights, 2 lefts. Oh, there it is. The ring.
It's just the rang.
Our long fetch quest was over. Just Jabu, K-Sword, Deku Lens. Rang is on the treasure chest minigame.
Dang, that's logic even I could comprehend.
Wow. Chuckles, don't sell yourself short.
Yeah. There's a reason why I don't play Triforce Splits. Anymore. Felix! Babe, thanks for the gift sub. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
if
KP's
Jabu
right.
wasn't hinted, yeah, we might have seen Cola. we might have seen that anyway.
Yeah, it is progression, but like, how quickly do you hand in the letter and then dip into Jabu? Like, you probably leave it until a bit
It would have been a
later,
long
don't you?
time, definitely.
Yeah.
That would have been that we'd be here for another half hour to 45 minutes before we even considered going into Jabu, I think.
Yeah, Mel, we're talking about if it wasn't Path.
Yeah. It's not always just the items that make something a fast seed. It's the items and the information that you have gleaned.
Absolutely. Yeah. Asda, we had the Kikiri sword in Jabu, which was path to Baronade. We got a lens in Deku, and the boomerang was on the trade and card game, or the treasure chest game. And fortunately, Cola, no scale, no serenade, so it's having to hike up the river. So this is the double dip that we talked about a little bit earlier on. That it's just mandatory, just your mandatory double dip.
Now there's an idea, an OOT TCG. I'm down for that.
Like, I see it in my head. I don't know how the rules for it work, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, you're gonna play major items to defeat bosses. It's more of a Slay the Spire situation.
Oh, yeah. I love that game.
But this is OoTR that we're talking about. Cola heading
Absolutely.
back into Jabu Jabu's belly. That's a skull mask is dead. Oh, Rafa is finding out a novel hint there. Oh, going deep. Yeah, he doesn't realize that. Another Storm's Grotto has a major item for him.
So, Rafa remembers this Storm's Grotto, but doesn't remember the Kikiri Forest Storm's Grotto.
The fabled, the mythical Castle 3. What is the information that we have here? Rafa being a big tease.
Oh, it's the Frogs 2 hint.
Well, Frogs 2 is dead. All right. A happy 1 hour as we saw Castle 3 hint here. I'll take the acknowledgements. My name is Hegmania. I'm joined here in the booth by Chuckles. Thank you for being with me today. To all of you out there, let's give a shout out here to our runners, of course, agreeing to this restream and putting on a great show for us, Rafa and Cola. Go ahead and give those guys a follow if you want to see more great OoTR action out of them. Our trackers today are Milkweed and Ashling. Thank you guys so much for hitting all the buttons back there behind the scenes, keeping track of everything for us. Siberian on the restream, and our race monitor today is Star. So if you are interested in volunteering to join our lovely little community and helping these restreams, oh, Siberian with the link there. Follow that link. It is the lifeblood of these restreams. Couldn't do it without the great support here within the community. So check it out.
Yo, Hag, thanks for helping out today and being here. It's been such fun so far as we see another big chest here in Jabu.
Oh my god, the hits keep on coming. Well, very apt that Scale is behind Kakiri's sword. We knew it had to happen, but that's so funny.
Yeah, it's just great that it actually is just in Jabu. Like, that is so good. We know the Kakiri sword locked the other two Scales, and the fact that it's just chilling here in Jabu is very nice.
Okay, so Rafa is on the path now to Ruto's letter.
Yeah, rapid deciding that too many bad options and going for what is the correct bad option this time and doing Valley Lake. Rafa looked at that then, and it looked like the hover boots, but like I will be happy to be wrong there.
I kind of agree with the sentiment that if we see GTG, it won't be for a long time yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those things that if you're looking for Din's Fire and hover boots and the hammer, until you find the long shot, there's just no reason to be in GTG because you logically can't access it. So you got to wait until you pick up the long shot before you even think about that.
It's a very key point whenever we mention, logic is there just for... logic is just a suggestion, but being able to keep that in mind will prevent you from doing a lot of, unworthy checks.
Yeah, and that... anything that stops you from going into and doing areas because you can deduce that it's logically inaccessible is such powerful information. You can get it quite obviously, like I think this GTG kind of thing, it might be one of the more obvious things, but sometimes it's less obvious, like deducing spirit key logic, which we love to meme about, but if you're able to do it, as Rafa finds the letter here, and you know that, you found like, I don't know, you find a hammer in spirit, then you can kind of not do all of fire, for example, because of how the key logic is placed, then it's really powerful information.
With the information, I think we know that it cannot be Epona's in Ice Cavern. But yeah, I agree with you that Ice Cavern does... I still think Ice Cavern looks a bit appealing here once you run out of your progression.
Yeah, I think the discussions chat having is what's happening next. Well, just I think general next. Like, yeah, I think Ice is a very sensible play. You've got all the fountain checks. Like, you've got the potential song that might be important. You could go forest. You could go stone forest. You don't have minuet. That's the only annoying thing.
And you're not getting minuet.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of remembering something here. That graveyard was path to Volvagia, and I think somebody said in chat that it's not the bow. The bow wasn't bow locked, so it's got to be the hook shot. So why is the hook shot path to Volve? How is that going to help us out? Like, is it because the long is hook locks? Like, or is it because the hammer is on a hook check?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Stone Forest sort of becoming a stronger play.
Yeah, I think with the hook logic, I think Stone Forest is the play. I think that would be where I would go. As much as it really hurts my soul to say it, I think stone forest might be the answer.
Chuckles is growing here before our very eyes, accepting the realities of Stone Forest.
Well, I played a seed yesterday and I entered forest and I went nope and left, and I would have finished the seed 40 minutes quicker if I did it. So just the first check as well. That's all I needed to do. Okay, this is all of Jabu done. And that does give Cola access to the Lightara cutscene. 4 meds for like an hour 7 in. You feel pretty good with that.
Yeah, and you're gonna immediately get locked. I bet Cola does go at least check fire here. You're gonna get immediately hammer locked. I could see something like play Bolero, dip fire, go ice, after ice, potentially going out to forest then. Oh yeah, Cola hasn't cleared out well. That's a very good point. Yeah, and we know there's a big chest in the basement.
And
yeah,
there's a big chest there. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Rafa's not been back to check what that big chest is yet.
Mm-hmm. It's a great point. Forest wouldn't be in logic.
Yeah, Sarius has to be somewhere.
Yeah. That is a good point, though. Clearing out ice, because you're still doing checks, so you'd be clearing out ice, getting more checks, and that would educate you whether Forest would be a good next play or not. Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's on Prelude, then you know you're not going to find Dins or Hovers in the Shadow Temple. Dins and Hovers in the Forest Temple. Rafa's got to do this whole head to Jabu, get the sword, do Deku, get the Rang, go back to Jabu.
Yeah, Rafa's got a pretty tall mountain to climb here.
Yeah. Xenu's saying a good point about taking the 50-50 and that Sara is an ice. This is when like probability nerds might like come out and have fun and say, because of how Saria's locks the Forest Temple, maybe it isn't actually 50-50. Maybe it's more odds one way than the other. I don't know. I'm not one of those probability nerds. I can't work that out. We need Jackstronomy here to calculate that, but Jackstronomy is over on the Silver Gauntlets at the moment.
I'm more than capable of working it out, but I'm not on the clock, so I'm not going to right now. I'll let my company pay me to do my math. All right, so we're going to see Rafa, like you said, heading through all this here, as Cola is going to be dipping, we think, into the well after picking up the Composer's Grave clear out here. Gonna find Nocturne. Yeah, this is wild. Cola's routing has afforded them, a really long child section here.
Yo, Hag, what happens if there's an important item on this Composer's chest here?
Oh, God.
Just another thing that Rafa had to skip because they failed the flame storage.
This could just be Hammer, It is Path to Volvagia.
It could be. It could just be chilling here.
Which, if that happens, that is just, you just have to really feel for Rafa in that case.
It would just be one of those days, in the Zuta office.
But just a small chest. All right.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. I don't think my heart would have taken that.
No, if they provided shower beers, I'd do some math for them. There you go. Thank you, Milkwe. Can we get on that, Trez?
Yeah, send beers to home, please. Thank you. Somebody summon Trez. I could actually summon Trez.
So I like the most important quality of a shower beer to me is that it's ice cold. So just a cheap
Ooh.
beer is good enough for a shower beer for me.
Yeah, kind of
For sure.
that balance between hot and cold.
Yes.
Okay, everyone. Mella's stated the seed is boring. That's it. Mella's the decide and vote on that.
I trust Mel. We're gonna do our best here to keep the energy levels up for the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're just now joining us, you've missed quite a start from Cola. They found early bomb chews in small chest, which is a little bit un-Cola-like. Well, Rafa skipped a couple checks, which is a little bit un-Rafa-like. And this is just sort of snowballed into a pretty big lead for Cola. We are going to see a new check in the well because Rafa did not have a way to check the basement.
Yeah, and if that big chest is something important, well, at least Rafa's seen it, but Rafa's not been back there yet. Yeah, kind of where Cola goes after this is going to be interesting. Like, we've talked about ice, we've talked about the importance of the forest access logic and where Saria's song is. We'll see what Cola can piece together, whilst Rafa is going to see a lot of what we've already seen. He's going to pick up a sword, going to clear Deku, going to get the Rang, and then come back here. I wonder how Rafa feels at the moment. Like, Rafa, of course, doesn't know that there was chews in an earlier location in DMT, but he does know that DC had a bomb bag and he was skipping small chests, and if there were chews, then that could have been accessible early. I wonder if Rafa feels ahead, behind, on time.
Just as a heuristic, you're never feeling great, I think, whenever you have to go by chews. Even if that's what you're supposed to do, quote unquote supposed to do, I don't think you ever feel great about having to go by chews. Yeah, it's a great counterpoint. How does Cola feel spiking those chews in an early small chest?
I know you guys are listening to Cola's music. I'm actually listening to Rafa's music, and I'm currently listening to... I don't know what Mario Kart track it is, but it's a good Mario Kart song. I don't know if Siberian wants to quickly switch the audio.
It sounds like a beach course to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bit tropical.
It's jaunty.
Yeah.
Is it Coconut Mall? There we go.
Could be.
I don't know.
Oh, is it DKR?
Oh, it's from Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, wow. I don't think it is. Is it? I thought this was a Mario track. Oh, there's a long shot. In the basement of bottom of the well. So That's it. That's what we were saying before about GTG. Until you find the long shot, you don't go to GTG, and, well, there we go.
Okay.
Where's Felix now? You still getting ice, Felix?
Me shoot long, me rush GTG.
Oh, and the iron boots are on the light arrow cutscene.
Oh no! A back-to-back water temple package.
We love Waterstone.
But what if? What was the insane season? It was season 4, right? It was the insane Waterstone.
Oh, I think it might have been.
That was the year of Waterstone. Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Link having all the goods. Every single freaking race.
There's also S5 quals. Water just seemed to have everything as well.
Yeah, S6. I think the bit of the meme for S6 has been Child Goron City.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always Child Goron City. That's where our Din's Fire will be today. It'll be on the pot.
Or Big Roland, the affectionate nickname of the affectionately nicknamed Hot Rodder.
Yeah, Cola's going GTG. Pot is dead. Yeah, you're right. Siberian.
Just a smack roll of reverse wasties here for Cola heading over to GTG as Rafa on that quest for the boomerang, which we know will take them through the Deku Tree, getting the limbs, over to Treasure Chest game, finally receiving the boomerang there in the market.
Rafa, for the third time, walking past the strength in the Kakiri Storm's Grotto.
Oh, not link this. Ugh.
But at the moment, we don't need the strength, so not logic. Well, not hard required anyway.
That's true. That's very true.
What do you think? We're going to find something in GCG?
I don't know. I mean, the odds point towards it.
Yeah. We need hovers, we need dins, we need hammer.
The fortress, though. That is a big chest atop the fortress.
Interesting. That is accessible. We do have the long shot. If we suddenly had the hook shot, we'd have to confirm adult Pierre. Cola has done Lake, so has confirmed child Pierre. But with the long, just going to be able to zap across there.
Needed to mute for just a second as my dog was going bananas.
Woof woof.
Gotta be easy with those bananas, you might cut yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stupid joke from What the Hell stream earlier. Anyway, we're into the Deku Tree.
All I was thinking was the seed is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah, Zena says, show doggo or they unsub.
Ah. Had I the power to do so right now. Ooh, what's Din's Fire?
Okay, there's one of the items, so this is worth so far.
Alright, into the Gerudo training grounds.
What if Cola just clears out and just picks up everything?
It would certainly let me get on to my evening activities a bit sooner. I've got...
I'm like, what else am I doing with my evening? I was expecting 3 hours of fun. Not sub 2.
I'm super excited for our plans tonight. It's the return of a big friend activity, booze and board games. Whew. Gonna be a good one.
Whoa! There we go. That's the activities you want to have.
That's the ticket.
Oh, Mel, I'm not watching The Mummy.
Did you say The Mummy?
Yeah, it's Mel's favorite
boy.
film.
I see.
Ooh. Hello. That is Silver Gauntlets
That's an oof. That's
in GTG.
that's a further oof for Rafa. Because now you can push the silver block here.
If Rafa dipped GTG when he picked up the choose, could have had a strength. Yeah, getting a strength 2 here. This is why you go, for anybody learning the game, this is why you go right in GTG first if you do not have strength 2. It's because if you go left and there's just a strength on the right hand side, then you'd have to go all the way back round to open the silver block. But if you go right, pick up that strength 2, then you can do it all in one orbit.
Important to note that Kola also had Song of Time.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Rafa now understanding that they have to go to market and clear out the treasure chest game. Alright. Probably have some more guesses in the chat here pretty soon.
Yeah, in the last match of against Doc Heaps that I saw of Rafa, he actually did some really interesting logical. There's another big chest here. I'll hold my thought for a minute as we find a bottle of bugs. And there's also another big chest here as well, I think. I don't know if we've got the keys though.
Is that that chest, is that behind 5 keys?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Do we need
I'm
another
learning.
key?
Oh god, I'm learning. All right.
Yeah, five hard keys, 7 logical keys. Yeah, anyway, yeah, Rafa did some fun logical deduction that allowed him to skip all of Deku. Got an item from Deku, skipped the rest of it, just beat it, and then picked up, I think it was like a bomb bag on Lax or something like that. And it was really well worked out.
Yeah, if you're in the top 15 runners of this tournament, you are no slouch by any means. I think we're just down to 15, I think.
Yeah, something like that. You're in losers bracket 5, you get to the bronze medal match of RSL. You got to be pretty good at the game.
Yeah, just a bit.
It's always a shame, like, me and Rafa started in league, in the same league. We've kind of grown up playing this game. And Rafa has always just been that little bit better than me. And it's really annoyed me. But I appreciate him getting far today.
This is all just building up to the climactic story beat in the Chuckles anime that we're all writing here together.
Yeah. Yeah, some big final, and it's me versus Rafa, and I kick his butt.
There it is. Right, into the like room here, behind the silver block. Are there any more goodies in GTG?
Yeah,
picking up key.
Picking up keys for the big chest in the maze that we know. No, not torn. I really hate light likes.
I do not like them. Sam, I am.
They're the worst. Oh dear. I tell you what we can do after this. We could do the first 2 checks in Shadow.
Always a solid option, especially when it's progression. It's a very common play you'll see. It's just basically time neutral. Not exactly, but almost.
Yeah, if Yoshi Kion was commentating, it probably would be Vanilla Hovers, but with the amount of vanilla that we've seen this race, it wouldn't surprise me.
Could be anyway, yeah.
But I can't wait. I can't wait for the hammer to be on Dartlink. I cannot wait.
Just buried behind a pile of just layers and layers. Oh, there's hammers.
Oh, it's just there. Okay.
Okay, it's all just on the way. GTG was stacked.
Yeah, there we go. That's Vanilla Hovers. That's Vanilla Hovers. No, it's definitely not Vanilla Hovers. That GTG was a big play. Getting that long shot, knowing that GTG was accessible, it was in logic, and just picking up the 2 items you need to full clear a dungeon. And if the hammer's just here, then Cola's going to be in go mode.
We did see that the first check in fire is the big key, so fire could definitely just be hovers locked.
Or Diddy Kong Racing. Cat Jams in chat. Yeah, Cola probably has half the checks in the game left to find 1 item.
Yeah, but in Cola's shoes, there's no place you'd rather be than clearing out progression shadow with 1 item remaining. Super dense dungeon here for checks, and you're grabbing your forest medallion. This is just about the ideal situation for Cola.
Yeah, this is the dungeon you want to be doing at this moment. It's always good doing shadow when you've got something to find. When it's go mode, it's really boring, because you just gotta do it. But when you're finding an item, lots and lots of checks, lots of opportunity to pick up the item you need.
Rafa scratching his head a bit. It's just gonna be a scale.
Yeah. Yeah, let's think about what we got. We've got the Whole of Spirit. We've got the Whole of Forest. We've got the Whole
Of water.
of Water. I mean, we haven't touched. Well, we kind of touched the Stone Dungeon. We kind of touched water, Stone Spirit. Everything in Fire. Well, there's nothing in Fire because it's hammerlocks. What else have we got? Ice. We've got ice to do. Child Goron City.
Ooh, Child GC. Yeah, that
let's
one's
go.
available.
Here comes Dancing Dad. Tari's on ice and Hammer is on Dancing Dad. Let's go. Yo, maybe we can get a bet going for where the hammer is, Siberian. What do we think?
I was just wondering why Cola doesn't have Bolero. That's because they have avoided.
Yeah.
They've avoided adult SFM. That's I mean that's I don't know. If you're writing a book about the checks, the hikes that you don't want to make. Hiking out to adult SFM is one of them.
The hype conductor has placed their bet.
Hmm.
Choo choo.
I'm gonna bet. Where am I gonna bet? I'm gonna bet. Ugh, the Dark Link loop. We're gonna have to go into Waterstone.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. I'll take a Dark Link hammer. But I like the ice dip, the Sarias, for Dancing Dad. How many schools Carla's got? 13? Okay. Don't think we've seen 20 yet, right?
We've not seen 20 yet. Not seen a 20 turn in. Ugh, the truly cruel out there guessing Twin Rova, knowing that we've got Mirror Shield on 30 skulls.
Ooh, yeah, Pog, let's go. Yeah, pretty much everything we needed for Shadow was in the GTG area. Yo, Roma 21. All you need to know at the moment is that we are looking for the hammer. Cola is whacking through a progression dungeon here. And we've got a bit of a search for a casino. I tried to avoid using the term casino, and I did a speech error to put in casino in there. Dreadful. Get this person off air.
Yep, a nice and nicely executed box skip there by Rafa. Oh, Rafa, how clean is your Baronade today?
Pokeballs, I choose you.
Sparkling. Clean Baronade there.
Yeah, mark off. Clean Baronade off your bingo sheets.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'll say what needs to be said.
Don't ask me what Dirty Baronade's about. Ooh.
It's got olives in it. A dirty martini for me, please.
I think in Shadow thus far.
Yeah, I mean, to be expected, we've got tons of major items, so
Yeah.
not a lot left to find besides that hammer.
But we're not even seeing like
bags.
we've not even seen any bait big chests yet as well.
Right.
Where's the bait?
Still some bait left to find. Yeah, I was just remarking that, or to myself, that I haven't gone wild and out over these big chests here. And the Siege really hasn't given us that opportunity.
Yeah, we have 2 bomb bags, a slingshot, a scale, a wallet, 5 arrows, Feroz Wind, a Goron tunic, big Goron sword. Lots and lots of fun things that we can see in big chests.
Oh, did Rafa pick up their 20th skull here? Or are they just going into the well?
Let's have a look. I think they were close to it. Yeah, this looks like a 20 play. So
It's 20 on their tracker. Yeah. Okay.
Hammer here wouldn't be very good. Cola's already on 13.
Just a bloop.
Big chest. Let's go.
Okay.
Yo! It's the ice arrows.
Oh, Marco snap equipping that. I don't know. It always surprises me whenever you see someone actually equip ice arrows.
Yeah, and if we do get to see Rafa get this deep into Shadow, Rafa will do Bongo with ice arrows as well. Rafa is a bit of a Marco stan.
Love it.
Rafa actually used ice arrows on Bongo against me when we were in Division 8! In the bottom sphere of the league, and I got ice arrowed.
Alright, Rafa picking up the long shot there. This is going to put them on the path to Shadow Temple.
Yeah, so
Yeah, this has been a great with the one exception of the Void Out in the Crusher Room, a pretty great Shadow Temple from Cola.
Look at Cola swagging.
Look at that.
Look at this.
That camera angle though. Cinematic.
Look at this, is great. Don't press the A button, Cola.
Please to not. No bell, what the hell? Ugh.
Yeah, who was it? Like, what runner doing like 100% runs or something did the bell strats, and then one time was on like world record pace and fell off the bell? No, it's never done it since.
I don't know who that could have been. ZFG, but
okay. I was like, it's got to be ZFG or runner guy, right? It's got to be not runner guy.
Just ZFG. All the horrible things happen to ZFG. So.
Glitchy. That's the one, Cubs. Thank you.
Yeah, you can glitch him on. Yeah.
Last checking the manager. This will be an item, so if you've bet the manager, you are going to find an item here. Unless we haven't found the BK yet.
May we speak to you, please? We've seen the boss key.
Okay. Yeah. Small chest, so no manager.
It's the hammer, Rob Dog.
Okay, Rafa now with a long. Let's see what Rafa does here. Clearly not reversing, but maybe going forward to GTG.
A nifty little cutscene skip there, voiding out as you've started the cutscene on Cola's side. Every second counts.
Yeah, walking without the horse to GTG. Part of me feels this isn't quicker, and you know that the Gerudo Valley Hammer Rocks is dead as well. Random Shepherd, no, it can't be on HBA because the horse is on Burning Cack. So unfortunately, it will not be there. We actually also had a 1500 hen, so even if it could be, it'd have to be on 1000. So Rafa is going to pick up the Dins and Hovers.
Alright, what does Bongo have?
It's vanilla. That's another vanilla item. I don't think that counts, but you don't know if that is vanilla or not, because that could be actually the Phantom Ganon heart piece. You just don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, is Rafa going to do the strat here?
Yeah, I've seen them pull this off a couple times. I'm trying for a little hook shot extension.
Oh, well played. That's a very particular position, and I don't know if Rafa did an ESS setup for that, or did another just side hoppy kind of setup for it. So I'll have to eye that up later.
That's a Serenade. Serenade on Prelude, so it's gonna be Saria's and Ice Cavern.
Yeah, it looks like Cola might be checking. Oh, I don't know where Cola's going now. Oh, checking Wasteland. Interesting first port of call, checking this check.
Yeah, could just be sorting through some thoughts. And while you're doing that, why not go towards a check?
I have a mentality when I play, and I don't know whether this is right or not, but I like to check new checks first if I can do. So with Cola getting the Din's Fire recently, maybe Cola's kind of following that mentality. I don't know. I don't even know whether that mentality is correct or not. It's just something that I like to do.
That's sort of that snowbally, that that sort of spiraling sort of mentality. I want my last check to inform my next check. Oh,
well, there's a big chest here. It's Frostwind.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's helpful. That's helpful potentially. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, the seed's gone exceptionally well for Cola, Rob Dog. It's a great point. It's just a bit more defense on Cola's side.
Yeah, fair. This is one of those checks that really could be your last location, because you can kind of, I know what it's like. You have your sheet in front of you. I know Cola used a Solis tracker. We saw it at the start of the seed, and you just see the checks dwindle, and that out of the way check just gets further and further down the line. So I think he's mentality of doing these out of the way stuff first before committing to forest or something like that.
I think the thought for Cola is explicitly hookshot locked checks. So I'm gonna choose water over forest.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, because that hook is probably Path to Valvagia. This is interesting. Rafa picked up the first strength.
Yeah, it is the first strength for Rafa on their side. Are they going to be able to get enough keys for hovers? Oh no. Oh, was it irons? Where were hovers? Hovers were. Let me consult Stars Tracker here. It was hovers. Okay, it was hovers. Yeah, I do think. Yeah, I believe there is a key along the way in the maze, so Rafa will be able to pick up the hover boots, which is good.
Yeah, I'm currently just twiddling my thumbs trying to work out how the graveyard of Arvagia might be influencing Cola's decision here. Because it's not the bow that's path, it's got to be... Nothing was in Nocturne.
Yeah, nothing's Nocturne.
And there was a chat saying that the hook, the long isn't hook locked because it's in the basement of GTG, and we had a strength in the Kakiri Forest Storms Grotto, and Storms was early, so it's got to be long shot. Long shot got us to GTG.
We know it's a fast fire.
Yeah, fire is done once we get the hammer. Long shot got us the hovers in GTG, so that could just be resolved. Okay, all right. Yeah, but it's just looking really likely, isn't it? Hovers is just fire locked. There, you know what I meant. Hovers is long locked. So that's with... If there's a key on Valvagia, then it probably is. So that's probably resolved. So we might really be in a last item search here for in a lot of bad locations. There's the BK on the vanilla BK chest. So I'm really interested to think about what is influencing Cola's decision to come to water first, rather than going somewhere like that has a greater density. Is it just that water was easy to get to, and therefore that was the first option he chose? Like get into doing checks as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Cola not wanting to hike.
Doesn't have Bolero, so that puts ice off the table as well. So whatever way that you get to forest, it's going to be a proper hike, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed.
Like the quickest way for you to get to forest or fire is Prelude or Nocturne.
Straight to playing Nocturne for Rafa. He knows. He gotta get into Shadow Temple as quickly as possible. Alright, does Morpha have an item? Ooh, squeaking away there from
Squirming
Cola.
away. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're now getting into a point in the seed where Cola is now not doing progression. So every moment that Cola does not find the hammer, Rafa is gaining. Okay, Cola's doing checks that Rafa may do, but Rafa's got Bolero. Rafa may decide to go to ice instead of go to water. So if there's nothing in water, I think Rafa's going to gain all that time Cola does water.
Yeah, I definitely think it's fair to say now that this is Rafa's window of opportunity. Their bottleneck in the beginning could even out for them here as we hunt for the hammer.
It's also interesting that Cola did Morpha first after getting the BK. Oh, that's a wallet? So does Cola go back in now? Assuming he does.
Yeah.
Having to wait for the longest cutscene. Well, it's not actually the longest cutscene in the game, but it feels like the longest cutscene in the game.
Could just cut bait here. Okay, yeah. I respect it.
Okay, he's gone. So what did he do then? He did he did cracked wall map. The BK chest. I don't know if he played ZL. Got the BK, did Morpher. I wonder how many items he found. Sorry, I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, Star being the amazing person that Star is. Water keys are compass, map, and the BK was vanilla. So we got 2 keys.
Cola a bit unsure. Are you gonna try to spawn the big Poe?
Trying to avoid doing AD by risking this big Poe play. Does Cola feel behind?
I guess. I mean, I guess if you recognize this seed as a pretty jet, you could feel behind here. So it's good to keep in mind that this is only really in play if the last bottle has a big Poe in it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I said that. Sorry, I said opponents is on OOT, but I was wrong. Opponents is on burning cack. So this check is hammerlocked unless we find a Poe bottle.
I mean. I was so ready for it to just be Hammer. Just another Cola play paying off. I was just so ready for it.
But they're like, yeah, this is Spirit as well. Spirit's an option, and Cola had Requiem.
Okay, Cola. I feel like the confidence levels are slipping just a hair, just a tad.
This is a strong play, though.
It is, definitely is, yeah.
It's the dense, it's a good play. You don't have the mirror shield, but fine. You can't climb, you can't do all of it, but you're going to do a lot of checks. I'm pretty sure Cola... Oh, did Cola do Child Spirit? Maybe not. Doesn't have a key.
Yeah, did not... Yeah, Cola has not been into Child Spirit at all.
Yeah. He'd got the ZL song when Rafa was in Child Spirit, so I was just confusing the two.
There is a key here, though, so...
Okay, so it doesn't need to go Child Spirit.
I'm thinking kind of the same thing, Mel. That Cola is just avoiding at all costs the hike.
But I need to know why he did Water before Spirit.
Yeah, that's a great question to ask.
Because he had both of those warp songs. So... Yeah, Master X2, we don't need... Oh, he 30 is... Yeah, he is just kind of leaving that 30 mirror shield, isn't he? Both runners don't have that.
There are there are some real circumstances to justify collecting up to 30 right now, I think. Even the incidental skulls. I feel like you have to feel ages behind. And I mean like half an hour behind to rush that 30 mirror shield.
Yeah, good call. Doing Spirit will allow you to know if you need to continue getting that mirror shield schools.
I mean, I guess it shows you if it... I feel like it's very hard mathematically for there not to be checks behind mirror shields.
Okay, this is key 4. For probably the no help that it will give us for Spirit Key logic today. I feel like Rafa could do Spirit next. I think that's a reasonable play for him to make. Oh, no, he can't. He hasn't got Strength 2, so he won't be
Yeah,
dead.
no Strength 2. I think he'll be funneled into Ice Cavern.
Yeah, playing Bolero. It'd be crazy if he did Water.
Gonna work out for him, though, if this Spirit Temple's any indication. No, Strength 2, we found Strength 2 in Kakiri Forest Storms and then GTG. Yeah, Ice Arrows were in Shadow. Oh, speaking of which, we're about to find that check, I think.
Yeah, in the Gibdo room. So, Hookman. There's key 3.
Ooh, down to 1 explosive total.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming he's got choose.
0 choose.
Oh, dear. Well, this is the last explosive check that you need, so that was fortunate. We've seen people lose seeds for not having enough explosives to get that check before. Ah, here's that FW that Mel said would be absolutely useless for Cola. Love you, Mel. Oh, big chest!
Okay.
There it is.
Ah, that hammer.
GG's, there we go.
Spirit was the answer.
And this is going to be over very, very quickly.
Yeah, we
Minus the hike.
just a little hike to fire. Yeah, and Rafa unlikely to ever see that hammer as they have completely abandoned the Storm's Grotto in Kakiri Forest. There it is! Love you, Alexander. Love you, Lee.
That was too high, I think. It's got to be like, and there it is!
Yeah, I'm too tenor.
You had the American accent down, of course, but...
Oh, yes. It's some real twin magic when the Herald Boys are calming together.
Yeah, the worst part of doing this fire temple is this hike to the fire temple. There's the ice arrow quip from Rafa.
Yes.
Ooh, just safety buying the Goron tunic here.
Yeah, I think Kola now back into the the calm, collected, I'm ahead sort of mentality. Indeed, a happy 2 hours to everyone. Chuckles, you want to take the acknowledgements?
Yeah, I can. I need to open up Twitch though. Hold on.
It was rhetorical. That means you have to. I'm teasing.
All right, okay. I am Chuckles501 and I am commentating. And I'm also commentating with Hagmania. Thanks, Hag.
Hi.
We've got Ashling and we've got Melkwe tracking for us today, so thank you very much. The ever fabulous runners. We've got France versus Germany and Rafa versus Kola today. Looks like Kola's going to be taking this one down and progressing on to the next stage. I'm just going to fire some random ones out, see what happens, just see what sticks. But our restreamer today is the Ever Brilliant Siberian. On the French side, we've got Aosuna doing the commentating, the commentary and restreaming on that side. And I don't know, let's have a look. This one, maybe see if that one works. No, our race monitor is
Star.
And also, one last one. Hold on. Chat's pretty cool.
Playing the role of chat today is chat. Thank you, chat, for being chat.
Here's chat. Oh, here comes the ice arrows. Ooh, didn't get the Oon cycle. Oh, Rafa not getting the not hitting the hook here. There we go, got the eye. And down. Bit of ice arrow magic.
It was really an early bomb chew find by Cola that has just made the world of difference here in this race.
Yeah, Cola's early route was really good. And
Not the tunic doesn't equip it. The Volve fight
Didn't
went
need
that
it.
well. Went that well, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, it's an unfortunate start for Rafa. Not finding the chews in a small chest. Not good. The strength stops him from doing DC. It is going to stop him finding the hammer in Spirit now, so that will only have cost him more time. Yeah, Coda had a very long child one, got the letter early as well. Rafa went on a bit of a search for that.
Mr. No Skulls versus Mr. No Lens. Alright, that is 6 medallions for Cola. It is time to go to Ganon's Tower. Let's get to the castle. Let's climb up. Let's beat Dorf and Ganon.
Yeah, this is going to be close to 210. 210, 211. So, I called a jet earlier, and I think we got it.
Yeah, definitely a jet for Cola. And definitely could have been for Rafa as well had they picked up that strength.
It would have been a jettier of jets if Cola went to Spirit first and not ice.
Yeah, or not water. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So probably 5 minutes on top of their time.
Anyways, the grave to Volve logic, we believe, was long shot to get the hover boots, but we'll never be able to 100% confirm the hover boots were needed. But it's very likely that it was. Oh yeah, the strength too. If there isn't another strength about, yeah. Oh, Rafa with the Serenade and maybe feeling the pinch heading into the Water Temple. Unbeknownst to him, that Cola's already done this.
Yeah.
This is when sometimes meta playing bites you in the ass. But again, may just have considered, I'm going to go to the quickest place that I can do checks first.
Alright, Cola dispatching of the Stalfos into the double Iron Knuckle fight. The big Poe play was for the fans, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll have to ask about that. Yeah, it might have been deducing logic. Kind of thing.
Alright, we're ready for Ganondorf. Well, yes, we did find your light arrows.
Yeah, we found them a long time ago. But thanks for letting us know, Ganondorf. Yeah, Coda's been one of those runners that's just been in and around the big places, the big spots in all various different tournaments, you know, from season 2 all the way to now, SGLs, mixed pools, RSLs, you know, always in and about the big leagues, and this is going to be another opportunity for Coda to go deep in a tournament.
Yeah, and having to do it the hard way, dropping a game early and into the losers bracket after their second winners round.
Yeah, they had a troublesome second winners bracket round 2 versus just Sam, who is a very, very good opponent.
Yeah, that's a tough one for sure.
Yeah, and then playing Gogeta next is going to be humongous.
No easy outs anyway through this top 64.
No, you look at all of these matchups, and it's just who's who of Zusa at the moment.
Ganondorf not being the kindest to Cola, but made it through and gonna wrap up this seed here with the Ganon fight. It's time! It's time! It's Ganon time! Here comes Cola, finishing off this race here. As we mentioned, gonna go fight Gogeta. Let's talk a bit about some other action coming up here as we watch this Ganon fight. Tomorrow, we got a big race tomorrow coming up as well. I believe... I'm sorry, I lost my schedule.
It's Rockchalk versus Sora tomorrow.
Yeah.
This time tomorrow.
Yeah, Rockchalk and Sora. Whew, that's some great action. Oh, Siberian will have their chance to remind us all again. I'm digging deep here. Alright, Ganon's almost dead. Yeah, and even if Rafa had found that strength one, I still think that those early chews are a big difference maker.
Yeah, I wonder how much not finding the strength impeded them. It's definitely not as significant as not getting those chews.
GG's in the chat here. That's a good game, well played. With a time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 47 seconds. Your winner of your race is Cola.
Yeah, GG's. Well done, Cola. Another scalp taken. And progression on to the next round into losers bracket 6 versus another French opponent in Gogeta. And looks like we're going to get Cola in a bit. Rafa won't be here. Cola, GG's my dude.
Yo, GG's.
Good game, Cola.
Yo, that was mostly good. Except for the water temple play, I suppose.
Yeah, I think the first thing, like, when did you Did you ever kind of in your mind think this was going to be a jet, and that kind of changed how you wanted to play the seed? Because we got a lot of items early on.
I don't know. I don't really think about seeds being a jet or not. I just play them.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, we've got to ask firstly about doing the big pose. Chat loved it. We enjoyed you doing it, but was it just
that one?
thought
I
process?
just kind of squirrel brained around that one because when I beat Water Temple, I was thinking maybe it's all dungeons or something for a song, and then I was like, but wait, Minuet is on all dungeons song, so wait. Minuet is on all dungeons, so it can't be Sarius. And then, for some reason, my brain went, well, what if it's Epona then? And I'm like, huh? I just said it's Minuet, but whatever.
Yeah, it kind of, when you started the search for the hammer, you did like the Wasteland, and then you did Shoot the Sun, and with the big pose as well. They're kind of like out of the way checks that you were doing first. So was there any reason you decided to head for those initially?
It's mostly because, well, Longshot is path to Fire Temple, right? That is in the graveyard, and you did find the hovers and dins behind the Longshot, obviously, but I don't know. You might as well try to find something else there.
Yeah, fair point. You got the logical fire access, and that made you do the Wasteland check, and then you got the logical, you got the long shot to do Shoot the Sun, so that kind of makes sense.
The big issue was that it was entirely possible that Fire Temple is just locked behind those hover boots, right? And then the hammer can just be anywhere at all. That was a big concern until I found the hammer.
Yeah. We're kind of thinking it had to be the hovers, or maybe even the Strength 2, because the Strength 2 got the hammer in the end.
Yeah, it has to be one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's pretty cool. I mean, do you want to talk about the water play? You kind of mentioned it when you entered.
Yeah, I mean, that's just because the long shot is path, right?
Yeah.
And I think that one is pretty self-explanatory.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question for you then, Cola. We saw you in the beginning of the seed. You know, one of the greatest factors in this race was that you picked up bomb chews from a small chest. Is that something that we've seen from you? You know, checking those small chests. Is this a bit of a evolution for you? Just keeping other runners on their toes in regards to your racing strat? What's up with that, Cola?
I mean, in this season, I've opened up small chests the entire time, so
okay,
it is what it is.
All right, well, that's on me then for not noting that you had checked more small chests. Okay, all right, well, I appreciate that. Is that more just that you value those early chews pickup, or is there something that you think that you've sort of reasoned out about this season, or is it just another choice that you've made?
I don't know, it's a choice that I've made mostly because, like, there's very limited checks at the start of a seed. You don't have Deku as an option, which is, like, a factor into that.
That's fair. Yep, very fair. All right, well, thank you for sharing. Yeah. I think the other question that I've got is, you look at this tournament and you see that you've had a lot of elimination matches here. Are you feeling pressure along that way, of losing out, or are you kind of like in a groove here in the tournament?
I don't know, that's like the third or fourth tournament that I've had all lower bracket runs, so it is just normal for me at this point, I think.
You just like those extra matches, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I just want to get as much screen time as possible.
Yes, I love it.
That's why we go into lower bracket immediately.
Yeah, do you kind of, like, you've been playing for a long time now, do you kind of feel the anticipation when you start a seed like this, or is it just second nature now?
No, there's absolutely no nervousness about it.
Just gotta have fun.
Yeah. If I get eliminated, then I get eliminated. There's always another tourney to play, so...
Yeah, that's true.
A great
Yeah.
attitude on Cola's part. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Chuckles.
It was really fun, the start of it, because I had proper egg on my face right at the start, because I was like, Cola's known for being aggressive and Rafa's known for being safe, and we might see this happen. And then you're opening the small chest and Rafa's not, and I'm like, well, there's no point in me being here, isn't there? So it was a fun start to the seed.
Just wait until I'm farming the 20 rupees in the guardhouse when it's dungeon hour.
Yeah, are you looking forward to the
shield.
weekly sessions?
Hell yeah, the dungeon ER is so fun.
Yeah.
I've been playing a couple of those already. But the seeds have been awful.
Yeah, I love a bit of Dungeon ER myself, so looking forward to that. Also, welcome in French team as well, and French watchers, Ayasuna and Star, so thanks for joining. Moving on to Gogeta next, another French runner. You've played against quite a few francophones this tournament, haven't you, Cola?
I mean, there is just a lot of French people in the community in Top 64, isn't there? It's like, what, 2/3 of the people there are French?
Yeah, you've played...
Or, like,
Drew...
Belgium.
Yeah. Other than Drew, you've played Aeronaut, Flouche, Rafa, Gogeta, just Sam, so a whole slew of francophones, not just the French as well. So, what are your thoughts on Gogeta next round?
He's definitely a strong one. I could see myself losing there for sure, but I want to move on to meet Gavroni. I promised him to play in Winners Bracket round 3, but that didn't happen in Winners Bracket round 3, so.
Yeah, you've got to win that. Gav's got to beat the winner of Sora and Rock Chalk, and then...
Yeah, that would just meet there.
Yeah. And then it could be a proper elimination match then, not this winner bracket, you can go down to losers.
Exactly.
This is proper knockout then.
If two co-op partners play against each other, it has to be with stakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to play for keeps there. Exactly. Well, I guess any other parting thoughts from you, Cola? There, any other thoughts on the tourney or standard or anything going on for you, or as we're about to hand it over here to our restreamer? Any final thoughts from you, Cola?
Well, thanks for restreaming and making this possible. Y'all are awesome.
Yeah, it was great watching. Thanks for everybody who's been here and everybody who's watched, and thank you so much for Cola and for Rafa for letting us restream their race. I've been Chuckles, Hagmania has been with me in the booth, Ashling and Melqui tracking, Siberian restreaming, Star doing the race monitoring, Ayasuna handling the restream on the French side. We've had all the bags today, so GG's everybody. Siberian, do you want to rock us out?
Take us away.
And before we raid over to what the hell's happened, he's playing kind of a hell seat in Ocarina of Time right now. Quick preview what's up next here on ZSR. Today we have only 2 restreams left. One is the Ocarina of Time standard NA weekly race at 6 PM Eastern, and at the same time a Twilight Princess Lava Dash tournament match at the same time on ZSR2. Tomorrow at 3:20 Eastern we have another Ocarina of Time randomizer match between Rock Chalk and Zora in Losers Bracket Round 5, and the EU Weekly earlier at 9 AM Eastern. For the rest of the Sunday, check our schedule for more Zelda content. And does anyone say something else before we head off?
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I love that. What the hell was like? Oh, I'll raid over to ZSR when I'm done, and now we're raiding over to him. So
he still has stuff to do. I checked it, so he won't raid over to us.
Brilliant.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and see you next time here on ZSR.